Welcome back to another episode of Hot Topics with Aunt and Andrew. Hi,
Hot
Aunt.
topics. Hi, Andrew. Oh my gosh, there are some breaking
Breaking news that
stories right now.
Ryan Boyajian on the heels of Watch What Happens Live and Tammy Sue Judge running that motor mouth,
On Watch What Happens Live.
where she
Yeah,
said that Ryan has more money, or she's making more money on CBD than Ryan stole from that baseball player, end quote.
yeah.
We don't know yet, Tammy Sue, exactly the facts. And his whole defense is that he had no idea what was going on. He just was placing a
Yeah, but
bet
you
or
missed
whatever.
the buried lead is that Ryan is suing Tammy Sue.
Yes, of course, we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
He filed charges against her.
Yeah, he did. No, he filed a case against her. It's not
Filed suit.
charge. He filed suit against her. So Ryan from Jen
This
at the
and this the
OC.
real shade is that talk about PTSD. She's getting it served by the attorney that represented Jim Bellino on the last go around for defamation.
Yes. Well, she doesn't think Jim Bellino really did anything wrong and that Alexis is completely innocent in that. I wonder if she'll feel that way now.
Maybe Alexis is coaching Jen.
Oh.
Maybe Jen's behind it. I doubt it.
Jen, I don't know about that,
Jen's probably like, lawsuit? What?
but that's an example of Ryan decided you're not going to defame me and not
I
have
think the
me come
issue
back
is
at
that
you.
I wonder.
Slander, libel, defame.
I think that the women, I'd love to know, do they sign like, what do they sign with Bravo? And also, if they sign certain things, does it protect them about what they say about the women because the women say about each other? Because there's this trend of like the men suing the housewives, not the other way around.
Right. And remember, Jen's not married to him.
Totally.
I mean, there might be difference if you're married to the person.
And
But
you
if
know,
you're
stop
not,
suing
and
people.
and
How about
JJ isn't.
back in the day when Brandy Glanville strolled up to the rooftop agency party and dropped the bomb about Adrian and Paul Nassif not having their kids biologically. Like
Yeah.
that was a lawsuit all over it, but no, that was when the housewives was real cutthroat.
I
Talk about
forgot that
cutthroat
happened.
housewives.
But that did destroy the Maloof's wedding marriage.
Totally. But
Yeah,
let
it
me tell you
probably did.
this. Kyle Richards needs to learn boundaries and set them hard, sweetie. I hope that everything we're reading about her and Kim, I pray for Kim, but
I pray for Kim.
I hope that they are real about it because I do believe, and I love you, Kathy Hilton. I believe that people need to tell Kyle to keep setting boundaries because Kathy tried to get Kyle to be nicer to Kim, wanted that whole thing, and then look what happened.
Well, this week, if you haven't heard, Kim Richards was placed on a psychiatric hold. She'd been hospitalized earlier in September. That was kept quiet.
Yep.
And Kyle.
Then she left the hospital and she moved into
Right.
one of Kyle's houses. And then relapsed again.
But Kyle called the police on her.
Because she was unhinged.
Right. And felt that she was in danger of her life.
Yep.
And she's been put on psychiatric hold again. Poor Kim.
Poor Kimmy.
And I have a feeling it's addiction related.
Yes.
And that's causing the psychiatric problems. But this has been a long story.
Oh, yes. Long time coming.
And Kim Richards, I will always have sympathy for because she was a huge child star.
Oh, yes, of course.
And I can't think of one child star that was as big as Kim Richards that is okay.
Lindsay Lohan.
She's not okay. She had
Have
a
you
terrible.
Seen her?
Well, now, but she had a bad.
But she's been good for a while now, though.
Yeah, but you don't know what she'll be like at 60.
No. She's good.
Okay, well,
you can tell.
Okay,
she's
Lindsay. Okay,
she's
well,
healed.
that you know why though? She's probably healed, Lindsay, because she got away from it all.
And because she didn't have any kids when she was doing it. And then she had time to heal herself. And then she had a kid. Whereas Kim was like kids in the middle of the storm, sobriety, relapse. I think Lindsay Lohan was able to like clean it up before she started like Lindsay 2.0. Kim's always been Kim. It's always been mixed into one. Marriages, addiction, fame, kids. There's been never any fame,
child star
drama, issues. then
Healing.
real healing, then family. Because then
Right.
when Lindsay Lohan had her first child, she was healed and she was like, oh, she had a clear mind. My child now. And I don't think she'll ever, she had the ability to turn and change. Kim has
Yeah.
not.
I
She
feel
also got
bad
out
for
of
Kim.
LA.
Oh, well, that's a huge thing. Yeah. I mean, Kim wouldn't know where to live, how to live anywhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe Palm Springs would
Do
be
you
just
think,
enough out
what do
of
you
it.
think
I
Kim's
kind of
wall,
get little, I
what,
feel bad for Kim.
what do you think the coloring on the walls looks like when she's fucked up?
It's all kinds of paintings, colors, all of that. Poor Kim. So let's,
Can you imagine? You're coloring outside the lines. You must be on drugs. You never
oh, poor
know.
Kim. And she doesn't have that support. Like, I mean, say what you want, but Kyle was married to for a
Oh
long
yeah, and
time
he
to
made
Mauricio.
and she got a lot of
Kathy
money.
Hilton's been married for decades and decades, and Kim has never had that ride or die, unfortunately.
Well, that's because she's been an addict. So
Yeah, I know. And they all have different dads. Nobody talks about that.
no, I know. No, I know.
And so you never know how each father
Exactly.
different
Exactly.
personality
What
is.
else you
Now,
got?
I want to tell you that Angie K from the
Oh,
Real Housewives of Salt Lake, one, she cried when she found out she was going to be the center snowflake
oh
this
yes, I
year.
love
And
that.
she was so happy. And her and Sean have put their $4.5 million home in Salt Lake up for sale.
That's amazing. It's a beautiful home.
It is a beautiful home. I wonder why she's selling it. Do you think she's getting a bigger one?
Yeah, that or she's, spent a lot of time in LA with Mary at Kathy Hilton's house.
Oh,
Maybe she and Mary are gonna do like a crappy lake together.
Mary Cosby would be funny doing a crappy lake.
With Lisa Barlow.
That's a great idea. I love that idea. Hey, bravo, get those two together. Tom Sandoval and his band performed at a wedding this week.
Mm.
And people said that the money must be drying up for Tom, that he had to do a wedding.
Ooh, I think I might
Yeah,
want to rent Tom Sandoval for a party. Let's see
I
how
would
much he
love
is.
that. I would love to know.
Do you
Wouldn't
think
that
he
just
brings his
be,
own Diet Coke and cigarettes?
I don't know, but if Lisa Barlow comes, she brings the Diet Coke.
That's great. That's great.
Totally. And finally, this week, Teresa Giudice hired a
Ooh.
psychic, and she wanted the psychic to predict who would be back on the reboot.
And what did the psychic
The
say?
psychic said that Marge would be gone,
That Jennifer would get lots of endorsement deals.
that Jennifer would be offered to come back, but she'd have to decide if it was good for her or not, that Melissa was gone, and that Danielle was gone, but that Rachel Fuda would be back.
Of course.
Yes,
I've
and
said that since day one.
yeah, Rachel Fuda will be back, and maybe Jen, and Jackie, the psychic, couldn't quite see where she fit into the story.
Shocking.
I don't know if Teresa filmed that or not, but I think it's kind of funny, to tell you the truth, that she's
Also,
hiring
Melania
psychics.
escaped Hurricane Helene and she
Oh.
came home. Thank God. And if you saw the video, I saw a video of the same building Melania lives in with a wall of water coming in the
No.
stairwells.
Oh, well, I'm glad Melania went home.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't stay home, though, because we've always questioned if Melania will actually stay 4 years.
Yeah, and they also she stayed Teresa made steak pazul or something for her, and because Teresa had to record her podcast at 11, so they made it at 12, and so they made it at 10:30 in the morning, and then Teresa had to go to Philly for work at 2 p.m. Melania told her whole schedule. She goes, because Mama's got to work. She didn't know I was coming home.
Oh, I'm glad Melania is safe.
But I thought it was nice Teresa was making her favorite
Her
meal
favorite
at 10
dish.
a.m. because she wasn't going to be there all day. Very
Well,
sweet.
she hasn't seen her for like 2 months.
Yeah. Well, anywho. All right, guys.
Okay.
Well, send us your gossip. Tell us
sorry,
what you're
Juan.
thinking. Message
Yeah.
us, comment us, and yeah, tell us what you think's going to happen with Tammy Sue and Ryan Boo. All right. Love you guys.
Bye.